Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. I hope everyone is doing well, and today we're going to be looking at what is manifesting next in your life. So I'm only going to be today looking at the positive manifestations, because obviously we can manifest positive or negative. So what positive manifestation is coming towards you next? So we have the 4 groups here, and I will show you each one. Remember, it's a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, the info is below. And just watch this video only if it calls to you. So we have here group number 1. This is the lotus. This is the crystal lotus. Group number 2 is the carnelian flame. Group number 3 is the 7 chakra generator. And group number 4 is the agate geode. Okay. So take as much time as you need, and whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is the lotus or the crystal lotus. Spirit, this reading is for group 1, please and thank you. Can you let us know what positive thing is manifesting next in their life? For group 1, please. Spirit, do you have a starting message for group 1? Just anything at all that they need to hear or would be helpful to hear at this time? Group 1, our crystal lotus group. So this is a really encouraging and positive message. They're talking about the potential for your prosperity. So when I saw the facial expression of this card, I kind of did feel this sense of doubt. I'm not sure if you guys have specific doubts for yourself about your ability to manifest prosperity. If that's the case, you know, there could be some deeper healing that's needed if you have trouble seeing that for yourself. Because, you know, even if we can't imagine it, even if we cannot simply picture it, there could be some type of an underlying issue there, like a blockage. Could be subconscious issues, especially if you had financial struggles in childhood, or if you've been in debt as an adult for whatever amount of time. So I did definitely see the doubt here. But Spirit's first message to you was that this is your potential, the potential being prosperity and some kind of abundance. The Nine of Pentacles is one of the most prosperous cards in the deck, okay? So that was their first message to you. See if you can begin to do some healing if you identify you need to do that. I have some videos in the description that could be helpful, the 7 chakras as well as the energy healing video. Spirit, now I'm moving forward. Can you please let us know what is manifesting next? What positive manifestation is coming towards group 1 next? I don't know exactly when next will be, but if I get a timing, I will let you know. But sometimes it doesn't come through. Spirit, what's manifesting next that's positive for group 1? So when I was looking at the crystal lotus, I was just paying attention to the center of it, and it does look like it's in bloom. Something's opening up, something's unfolding for you, and we do have that confirmed here with the Page of Cups. So let's see in what way. Spirit, what is positively manifesting next for them? Group 1. Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. You have a bit of a mix of messages here. They're telling us that something that you've been waiting for and something that has been stuck for a very long time is beginning to have some clarity, some kind of opening, but it's not telling me what it is. So let's see. Spirit, can you tell us anything about this? Like, what is this, or what do we need to know about this for group 1? Again, it's something that has been dormant, something that has not been able to move forward. I don't know if for some of you inaction was relevant, or a resting period, or just like a pause in your life for some reason. there was a lack of opportunity for a lot of you too with regard to this. It just wasn't the time, or I think it didn't present itself as well. So I'm not really sure what they're getting at, but I don't know if this sounds familiar to you guys. But again, something's opening up here. Yeah, absolutely. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Fool coming out together. This is a double new beginning kind of energy. I kind of am feeling a little bit of January being relevant for you guys. I'm posting this August 15th, 2024. It's a little hard to say, like I said, with the timing, because you might be watching this at a different time. So there could be some relevance to a beginning of a year, like whichever, whatever year you're watching this in, that could be relevant, like the beginning, a new cusp. So if it's not exactly the beginning of the year, because this is not too far away. This is not any longer than 6 months or something like that. This could be coinciding with, I suppose it could be the beginning of a month or the beginning of a new wave, for example, like a new chapter of your life or something like that. And there's a lot of freedom associated with this. There's a lot of excitement, freedom, breath of fresh air. You also feeling kind of like that this was a miracle of some sort. Can you explain to us though, Spirit, what is this? What area of their life, or what is this actual thing here? Okay, so when they start to do this, I kind of put together that it could just simply be different areas of people's lives, because obviously different people are watching, but it does have to do with a deeper spiritual desire that you have had from a very long time ago. Something, a lot of you, it could have been relevant. They give me the number 7. I'm not sure if it's something like with the age of 7, but they did say something about childhood and having some sort of an idea about it and like a vision for it. You may not be able to remember exactly what it is, some of you, but here they're indicating that this is something of a deeper spiritual desire. So this is not just like something you've wanted, this is something you've needed at the soul level. So I'll get a little bit more, but it does have to do with some type of freedom and obviously new beginning. So looking at this, it does still look a little confusing, and I think my question for you guys was, and it also, by the way, if you're not even sure what this is, my question for you guys is, what does your soul actually want? Some of you know what that is and you've already looked into that. Others of you, you may not have actually asked yourself this or looked within to discover this. It's kind of like you have to look into the mirror of your own soul, something to that effect. I have other past pick of cards that maybe could help to stir that thought, such as, what does your soul want to tell you, or what does your soul need to be happy? That sort of thing. Maybe you've watched it already. Spirit, can you tell us anything about the Star card, please? Oh, and by the way, over here with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords, that could indicate that very early on in your life, you may have had some type of clarity or even communication regarding this. Maybe you've had a vision. I think you received it. This was from the Divine, I believe. But then after that, it kind of just went away. It kind of got, I don't want to say completely buried, but it got suppressed. That's what they said, suppressed. Maybe you've even had some dreams about it too, and it was just really hard for this to come through. I am kind of getting this whiff of the energy of suppression in your life as a whole. Perhaps if there was some kind of, I guess, like oppression or control, or like a feeling of powerlessness. If not that, then it was like criticism or even shame, or like there's a whole bunch of things coming out here, and it's finally being able to breathe over here in this area. And like I said, this is coinciding with some type of a new beginning sequence in your life, like meaning timing, okay? Some of you, it was relating to, for example, a birthday or an age, or like a time frame where you were having some sort of extra freedom, or like new freedom, you know what I mean? Okay, so that's making more sense to me, and that's why it was hard for me to dig out what this was, because it was suppressed. It was like buried, kind of not deep anymore. It actually has come to the surface more than I think you may have realized, because they gave me this vision of dry soil and then something right underneath that dry soil. So it wasn't actually buried. It may have been before, but it's not anymore. So like either you know what this is consciously, or you're about to, or it's just like becoming more obvious to you. Can we know a little bit about the Star card? For group 1, please. What is positively manifesting in their life? Again, this is going to look very different for a lot of you. So I'm going to tell you the options that I see here. Number 1, I'm going to just spit this out. I think some of you, this is like a career choice or some kind of path for you where you were going to be involved in these activities. So this is not going to resonate for all of you. This is like 40% of you, and then I'll get to the rest. The King of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the Devil. This is literally, to me, looking like some kind of a mental health counselor or a humanitarian of some sort. This is somebody that is thinking about, or already has done this, helping people through some kind of struggle. Could be physical or financial struggle, could be sadness, could be mental health issues such as depression. This could also be something with substance abuse. That is directly what I saw for less than half of you, okay? So obviously it's not going to resonate for the rest. I'll let you know what I see after that. But this is one piece of it. So I don't know if some of you had these career visions, not necessarily only career, because it could be something else. It could be something that you do either as a volunteer or something like in your regular life, or these visions of wanting to help, to heal. So if it's not that career path, it could be something spiritual. So being some sort of a healer or a light worker, or just someone that can spread that light and share their light and energy with people who are suffering or disadvantaged as well. I think I got 2. Okay, so that's the Star card. Okay, so another aspect is kind of like, I guess it's obvious in a sense, because that's what you want to give back. I do feel like many of you have suffered through this or struggled through this energy. So again, like some kind of struggle or lack, and some kind of sadness, a lack of balance, some kind of darkness from within. And whatever is coming next for you is going to be a complete relief from that. So that would be the other fraction of you. There's still another message here I can sense. That many of you have gone through this. So I think the manifestation is some type of healing and freedom away from this energy. So whether this means you're exiting an environment, or you're exiting a specific situation where you are or were struggling in these specific ways that I mentioned, okay? So those are 2 different things. So again, what's positively manifesting in your life for all of you is going to be balance, healing, and freedom, depending on your situation. And then others of you, if it was that specific one, it could be that plus the added career aspect of things, or life path area of things, okay? So those all just came shooting out, those messages. I hope that made sense. Is there anything else that we need to know about the Fool card? What is positively manifesting for group number 1, Crystal Lotus group, next in their lives? Thank you. Yeah, they did also mention that there's going to be a feeling of belonging for you guys, which again is still the same thing. Wherever you are having this sense of freedom, it could be for some of you travel is involved, not for a lot of you, but for some of you, yeah, that card actually fell out right there. And then with the 4 of Wands, like, so there is freedom, there is balance, more security, more harmony. So whether this is like getting a new apartment or home, or moving to a new city or state or even country, that would be the rest of you. So I know that there was a lot of things here, and it kind of seems like I ran down the list, the inventory list here for everybody, but that's what I was seeing. There's so many different situations involved here, but the way that it resonates with your soul is the same, I think, for all of you across the board. This is something that your soul needs, and something that your mind also wants, but your soul actually legitimately needs this. And it's something that you've envisioned since childhood. It's something that was suppressed for a very long time, and it's something that will definitely be healing in the next stage of your life. Again, they gave me the number 7. I don't know what that means for you. I don't know if it's an amount of time from when you're watching this, 7 days, weeks, or months. I really don't know. But when I'm posting this, July has already passed. So maybe there was something there 1 month ago that is relevant here. Is there any other final messages of what is manifesting next for them in their lives? Any other interesting things that they need to know, please, for group 1, final message? I do think that you're ready for this, or you will be ready for this very soon. And I do think you're doing this against the either criticisms or the eyes of someone else who perhaps didn't approve of it or something like that. There's a clash I'm feeling environmentally, something outside of yourself where it's like pushing like this. It's like butting heads kind of a thing. And you're going to have to be acting away from that. And despite that, that's kind of what I got there. So your final message is, they said wait for signs. If you are asking for signs currently, they will be delivering you signs within the next 3 days, okay? You don't have to worry about what those are and how or when specifically it comes in. You just have to be open and relax your energy, very much relax the energy, and maybe meditate, maybe take a nice walk and just feel the breezes and stuff like that, and it will come to you naturally. So we have strength, the lovers, the wheel of fortune, and the 3 of cups. This is honestly something that was bound to happen, and it was just about the right time. Whenever you happen to be watching this, doesn't matter when you're watching this video, this is happening for you very soon, and it was a long time coming. This was something that was meant to happen. I feel like the wheel was stuck and rusty for a while, and it got jammed on something, and then just all of a sudden it just like gets moving again. That's what I saw. Your angels and guides have a lot to do with this. So I don't know if you've been interacting with them lately a little bit more. Some of you have even recently become aware of who your guides are, which is quite interesting to me. Or that they're there at all, you know, because it may not have been apparent before that. But I do think that you did ask them about this. I do think that you've been either writing about this or thinking about this or just believing in it more, which is what manifestation is all about. And just keep going. Like it is bound to come forward. Okay. Ace of Cups is here, and then this Fool card. Okay. So group 1, I think I'm gonna just leave it there, because you guys, for some reason, you got like all kinds of different answers, like different variations of the energies and how it could translate to your lives, but this is what I'm seeing, and I do hope that it was specific enough. You can certainly let me know below in the comments, and if you would like a personal reading instead, you can find my link for personal readings below, and if anything, you can always just watch a past pick a card to see what else is there in the messages for you. Okay, so thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe, and thank you guys once again, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, the Carnelian Flame. So let's take a look into your energy. Spirit, this reading is for group 2, and what positive thing is manifesting for them next in their lives? Spirit, for group number 2, our Carnelian Flame group, what positive manifestation is coming towards them next? Thank you. Spirit, do you have a starting message, just anything that's interesting to hear for them? I think they said you're heading in the right direction, and there is some component of future or long-term as well that is relevant here, especially if you're just starting out with some plans. It of course, you know, things take time to build, but it's really nice to see that the direction is there and it's very clear. Now, group 2, this is a little bit of a curveball message here. I didn't actually expect this. Many of you could still be deciding what that direction will be. You already have 2 2s here. And I do think that actually half of it's like a split message that we're seeing here. I do think half of you, you're going to continue with whatever this was, but then the other half of you, it's a little bit confusing. So maybe part of what's manifesting is some clarity as well, depending on what happens here. So group 2, this being already starting off on this foot, I actually am going to pre-recommend that if you were drawn to any of the other groups, you may find some messages there as well. But let's see. Spirit, for group number 2, please. What positive thing is manifesting next in their life? Thank you. For group 2, Carnelian. So there is movement. This is good. I don't really think travel is a message that they want to give me, but for some of you, obviously, there could be that involved. But there is movement. There is, like I saw with the 2 of Wands, there is this clear direction. I saw a path that was really unblocked. It was very airy in itself. Like it was just like, you know, the air was, it was like free flowing, and it was not blocked or obstructed in any way. which is a really, it's a really blessed thing to have that, anything without blockages at all. Spirit, moving forward, what positive manifestation is happening next for group 2? This is after a while of, there could have been some specific struggle for you. There could be one other person, at least one other person also involved for whatever it is that you're doing. This positive forward motion here for you, I do think there's going to be some smoother sailing, much smoother sailing than there was before. So this is hinting at the fact that you guys have already been working on something, some goal, why does the camera keep going in and out? Some type of goal or some type of an actual direction in your path. Spirit, what's positively manifesting next for group 2? There was, of course, and there still could be right now, some type of financial struggle for you guys. So again, I'm clarifying that whatever's positively it's a positive manifestation. So that 5 of Pentacles here and the 4 of Swords is showing us how you're getting out of some type of negative energy. You can see that here with the Lovers card, and that there is some type of balance and healing. I am seeing you directly receive some type of abundance and golden positive energy from a guide. Could be a guardian angel or an archangel, or any kind of angel, higher level being, high frequency being that is happening here, kind of showing that there's shining light down upon you, and even one other person if that's relevant to your situation. There was, not inaction, but there was this inability to take action in a lot of ways prior to this point. A lot of you, it could be 1 year prior to watching this reading, or it could have just been last year, like whenever you happen to be watching this. I don't know. Yeah, so this is really funny because they keep giving us the same thing. The green light is go, and Page of Cups. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Everyone's going to have a different thing, a different goal, a different motivation. But what is positively manifesting in your life is the forward direction and the go-ahead from the divine in whatever you were actually deciding to do, which is why your first message, you have to be a little bit cautious with that, because like I said, I think half of you really know for sure within the depths of your soul and your intuition that whatever direction you're heading in is the right one for your soul. The rest of you may not be too sure, and that's okay. You just I just recommend that you take your time and you just ask yourself if it feels right to you, because if it doesn't feel right to you, either it may not be the right timing, or it may obviously not be entirely the right thing for you. In that case, this reading may only kind of resonate after this point, I would say. But like, again, this is something within your soul that wanted to move forward, okay? So I'm going to just keep going with that message. We see the forward motion here. So what does this have to do with, or what is any other thing we need to know about this positive manifestation for group 2? Being that you picked the carnelian, I was also wondering if this had to do with a bright passion of yours, in some way wanting to share that passion with the world, or just something that really gives you that sense of happiness, okay? Because we have the Sun card here as well to further that message that this is something aligned with just pure joy from you, from your end. Now with the Devil card, I don't know if this is a little bit similar to what group 1 also had. Something having later on, they had a message about basically it was showing like a light worker, even though I'm not sure if I use that word there. It's here, it's like light and dark. Like this is what this is showing to me as right now. Light and dark, freedom versus captivity as well. So what do we need to know about that? Like, what is their specific message for that, for group 2, the Devil card? What do they need to know? Oh, Oh, this is an interesting message, group 2. They said that, I'm going to just say it like this. They said that the forces of darkness or negativity or something are going to try to still slow you down, even after all this time. I don't think it's going to make an impact, though. I don't think it's going to affect you. I don't think it's going to stop you. I think that you're wide awake. For those of you that this message is resonating like so far, I think you are wide awake to this and you're very much aware. You're self-aware and you're aware of the situation. You're aware that you have to protect your energy. You already know how to work with energy for the most part. You have these strong beliefs, especially within the way that spiritual things work, such as the way the energy flows and the fact that your guides are there protecting you. Like there's a lot of, you're already ahead of the game. So I don't actually think that this is really going to do anything. I just see, if you will, I kind of see the negative energy hanging out around you, but it's not actually interfering with you at all. It's almost like you're in this bubble and they're not allowed inside the bubble. They're not allowed inside the clubhouse kind of a thing. But it is there. I will tell you it's there. So you may want to at sometimes, you know, protect and sage and do some things to rid yourself of that. You know, and I think I definitely forgot to say this in the intro, but the friend I mentioned who does Reiki, he's doing another discount for people that I refer, so I will try to remember to leave his info below if you want some Reiki energy work done, and he can also help to protect as well. But I also have a video for that in the description. I don't know why this is relevant. I just thought it was interesting. If you ever see that certain weird things happen and you're like, okay, it's almost like it narrowly escaped you, you know? It's because it's usually there. I don't know how it works, and I'm not even trying to scare anybody at all, but I just have observed this in my life that it's almost like bullies. Like they always try to come through and they're like, let's get them, you know? But we're not affected by that as long as we're in our high vibration. Be careful of those days where you don't feel so in your high vibration. Still, you know, try to align with, you know, unconditional love and light in a general sense, and you should be totally fine, and it fades as well. Went off into a little rant there, a little bit. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is a sidebar message actually, but they said that you guys can see through the illusions. Now that is a expert or advanced level of psychic ability. I will tell you. It means that you're of a high vibration or high frequency if you can see through illusions. And what I mean by illusions, I suppose, I don't even really know totally what I mean by that, but you can see through the surface of things. You can see that things are not always what they seem, or it's not just all about the three-dimensional problems. You can see beyond all of that. That's, yeah, I don't know why they mentioned that, but that's relevant here. Spirit, what else can you tell them about what's manifesting next for them? Something specific, what's manifesting. Now, involved with this goal or direction that you have, I see people actually helping you, and a greater, much greater sense of harmony and balance with whatever this was, because before it was a struggle. So now people are trying, like when I said before smoother sailing, I'm still seeing that. I am seeing that people are cooperating with you, collaborating with you through the struggle that was there previously. It's still kind of going to be you know, some effort, obviously. Like there's still going to be a lot of efforts needing to be done, but I just think that it's going to be much easier and more, like I said, more harmonious, and having some type of a positive loving outcome as well. So it's really nice. What else do they need to know, especially if they're not sure of what this is? Please, can we have the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers even? Again, I mean, they're saying the same thing, that you've been probably fighting for this for a long time, and I think you've been through the ringer with this particular situation. There could have been a lot of like heartache or even traumas that you had to go through because of this whole experience. And finally here, it's a wonderful healing and balance that I'm seeing, especially within your energy centers and within your mind, your heart space. This is really wonderful. So again, group 2, they're not giving me a specific thing, because that is the specific thing. Whatever goal you were fiercely focused on, and you probably have been for a while, and it's whatever you're working on currently. So obviously some of you, it could be something within your career, it could be something within a passion of yours, it could be something with you know, just a general direction that you're heading in. Is there any other advice that they need to know, or what is positively manifesting in their life? So as you can see, they're not actually kind of giving you the outcome, but the manifestation in itself is the clear path ahead, the smooth sailing. Where you take that, though, is definitely gonna still be up to you in your decisions, but it doesn't really matter what you decide, because if it is aligned with your soul, it is going to happen, because that's what the whole smooth sailing, forward motion energy is talking about, and that's what has manifested. You know what I mean? So that's there. So some final advice. Okay, what's this, please, with the Tower? Okay, so we have the Tower, the Ace of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. What's the advice, though? Interesting. So we have another ace here, Ace of Swords. I think they're not honestly saying anything new here. They're just saying that you have the clarity or the knowledge, or you will very soon, about what to do next, what direction to go next. Try not to fall into any more kind of burdens or patterns of burdens, or kind of like either chaos or confusion, because you are past that, is what they're saying. Now with the Page of Wands and the Empress, I feel like this is talking about, number one, your sense of power and self-worthiness. Try to always, always, always believe in yourself, and not drop down into the lower frequency of doubting yourself, because one, it doesn't serve you, and two, it actually makes you vulnerable to all that negative stuff I talked about before. You have to stay high, and you don't have to always like pretend to be positive. It's nothing like that. You just have to be loving towards yourself, and just generally that energy. Now they are also talking about creation here with these 3 cards. I just saw that now. Okay, with the Empress, you know, because sometimes it talks about pregnancy and whatever. I guess for some of you that could be relevant here, right? But yeah, they said something about creation, and like they said, like whether it's an idea or something else, like try not to fall into old patterns, and just keep going with this newfound clarity, or with this newfound clear direction ahead of you. And you will know what to do, because it's on its way. It's like really shifting and shifting and shifting, especially as you're watching this, and in the near future for you as well. Final message, just any other final card for them. Thank you. Yeah, just keep going. And again, we have the number 3, 3 of Wands. Just keep going, keep rising higher, keep exploring and expanding yourself, and really, you know, just do your best to not let anything stop you, because there's no reason for you to be stopped at this point. It's going ahead. You're aligned with your spirit on this one. And your guides are also aligned with you too, and vice versa. Okay, so group 2, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I do hope that this was clear. This is a little bit of a tough topic, because there's just so many different situations and people watching, so I hope it did make sense. If you guys want, instead of personal reading rather than general, you can find the link below, and again, I'll try to remember to put my friend's Reiki practice link below. And if you guys did enjoy this, feel free to subscribe, and thank you so much again. Sending you blessings, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, the 7 chakra generator. So let's take a look at what's positively manifesting in your life next. Spirit, this reading is for group number 3. Please and thank you. What positive thing is manifesting next in their life? Spirit, do you have just any starting message that they need to hear before this reading? Thank you. Was this the same card as group 2? I think it might have been the starting card. So we have the Eight of Wands. Spirit, what else do we need to know, please, for group number 3? Wow, look at all the look at all the wands. Look how much passion and fire. My goodness. Okay, so we have 8 of Wands, 6 of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Wands at the bottom, which I definitely noticed. So relevant to your situation, we'll see what's manifesting from this. It just seems like there's a great deal of victory, success, could be leadership, of course, passion, and I am seeing as well your vision for things. But this is specific to your own personal success and being a leader in some way. But is that the case, Spirit? Like anything else we need to know about what's going on here? I think it has to do with you not being held back anymore, something like that. So I did mention to group 2 that they would probably need to watch another video as well, so you might be coming from that group. But there is some similarity, but for group 2, actually, it wasn't really more about like the self leadership and whatnot. It was more of a goal, an overall direction and goal. But let's see for you guys what's positively manifesting next. Spirit, moving forward, what positive thing is manifesting for group number 3 in their lives next? Thank you. They said something about a chance, something positive, of course, but something about a chance. I don't know, like maybe it's you were given a chance, or there was, maybe they even meant chance as in it seemed lucky or something like that. We also have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles, so there could have been some type of a waiting period for you recently or even now. I don't know if you're waiting on something. Spirit, what's manifesting next? Positive. Okay, so we have the Star card, the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups. Now, what is this specific desire that they have? Because it looks like wish fulfillment. Can you tell us specifically what the Star card is talking about and the Page of Pentacles or any of these? What does this mean? How is this specific to their lives? Yeah, it's a little bit, this question is a little tricky for me because there's just so many different situations, but the energy is there. Whoops. That just like flipped over on itself. I don't know if maybe this has to do with some big upheaval in your life, like some gigantic change that turns your life upside down, even for some of you. I don't know if that's what's desired, but that, again, it does link to a desire, a spiritual desire that you have or used to have. Two of Swords, Ace of Pentacles over here, and then the Six of Pentacles. This is something that was owed to you, I think, for many of you. If maybe not exactly all of you, but it does look like there's something that you were waiting for. It was owed to you, and it just needed to come through. Maybe it did have to do with a chaotic time of your life. There was some stuckness. There was some, yeah, probably some blockages or questions that were not answered for you, but we are seeing that shift over here. Can you tell us about the Ace of Pentacles and what that will bring to them? Now, this could be for some of you actual physical manifestation of either the finances, like it could be money. Closely related to that would be, of course, something like job or career, or even environment, something physical environment. I don't think many of you it's going to be physical body, but of course that could be related to that as well. We have 3 pages represented so far. Knight of Cups. Okay, so again, this is something that was owed to you in a sense that they're saying with the Page of Swords that you did expect this. And on some level, you also knew that it was going to come through as well. I don't think that you were doubtful of that on a deeper level. I think maybe sometimes you had fears, but I think on an intuitive level you understood that this was coming to you or it needed to come through, and then it does. Can you tell us a little bit more about what is the specific thing in the group 3's life? Our 7 chakra generator group, what's manifesting for them, please? I don't know what this is exactly, group 3. I'm getting a little hint of uh it's some kind of negative energy. I don't know if a negative event happened. I felt a little bit of some sort of bitterness when I first opened the reading. So I'm not sure if you were wronged or someone was wronged in the situation, but I did feel that. I don't know if also something with karma is involved here too. Okay, so we do have some, I don't know what this is exactly, but we have the Four of Wands. There could be someone else involved with this situation because we have the Empress and the King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like some cycle was meant to come to a close, like in a sense of here with the World card, it does feel like closure. It does feel like a fulfillment or a satisfaction. Like, again, knowing that this was meant to be closed up, knowing that this was just the next step. Some of you, like I said, if it involves either another person or something having to do with the home situation, some kind of personal balance situation too. Can you tell us a little bit more about what's manifesting next? Again, they just said you're getting what's owed to you. So I don't know if that's a literal thing for some of you with either legal or finances or some expectations, something that was promised to you. Maybe not necessarily from a person that actually vocalized that, but it could have been just something that you understood on another level. I do think previously there was some, yeah, there were some conflicts, especially with other people, like whoever was talking about this. There could have just been this disagreement or conflict that was preventing this from unfolding. Can we have a little bit more about the Page of Pentacles over here? Some of you, this is a very small number of you, they said August 7th for some reason. I don't know what that means. So we have all the pages here. What's going on? I sometimes see pages as spirit guides, actually. And you have all 4 of them. And then we have the bird here. I'm just wondering if your guides were helping you through with this and just like helping everything chug along. Now, your guides do want to say something right now. And they said, something like, I do feel like this specific thing is meant to have closure and meant to move forward. But they said something like you might still need to have peace with this situation if you still feel some type of like wound from it. And obviously they're telling you that because they don't want you to carry that with you, because that would impact the future things as well. So I don't know if that resonates for you, but they did say that, especially if you feel anger or bitterness like I felt before, you may need to do some healing of your heart chakra as well. So by now, I do hope that this message is familiar, and most of you should know what this is talking about. If you have no idea what this is talking about, either it's going to be making itself clear soon within the next, if it's not the next 3 days, then this reading might actually not have been meant for you. Either it's the wrong group or it just might not have been the reading for you in general. That's why I always say to people in the beginning, only watch it if you're called to it, because this is something that's obvious to you guys. Is there any other message that we need to know moving forward? What's positively manifesting for them? Group 3. And now I'm just connecting it back to what I saw in the beginning. If I can remember what I saw there, I saw like a bunch of the fire and the passion, and I'm wondering also if that was high emotions as well. So being that we saw success and victory, and then we saw the King of Wands, and then the Magician too. Again, like I think that I don't know if it was either someone or the situation itself was trying to get one over on you, kind of like trying to overpower you or just show you as not in your true power in some way. And then again, this could be a literal thing. Some of you, it could be a legal battle, it could be a legal concern, or some type of I don't know if there was like something you had to sign or like something you were waiting for, some kind of contract, something like that. But we do see double balance here with Justice and Temperance. Okay, so again, that is coming through. I don't know where you are currently on your journey, But like I said before, or rather your guides said before, I do think that there are still things to unfold or be discovered or healed, I'll say. Yeah, I don't know why they said it in that way. I mean, of course, you could always watch further, pick a cards, and try to see if the messages are fitting together. I don't know. They just wanted me to tell you that, and so I did. So, all right. Anything else? Any final messages of what's manifesting positively next for them? I think now I'm trying to figure out why. I think the reason that they said that was because, and I really hate to say this, but I think there may be some of you, just some of you, if you feel that bitterness that I mentioned, if it resonated with you, there could be some of you that even after this happens, you might still feel like this with the Four of Cups. You might be like, ah, just like not quite that feeling of satisfaction or joy or happiness and whatever. And that's why your guides came through, and they're trying to tell you that it was not this external situation that had to heal, although they did help with it, or they will. They're saying it's not that, it's you that had to heal or open up something, or maybe even forgive something. I don't know exactly. So just as a little bit of a warning, if when this comes through, if you still don't feel good about the situation or yourself or the future, you may just need to, look inward about whatever else, and hopefully stop looking at the outside situation, because this will be closed up, and then you can spend more time looking within. They just wanted to give you that warning. I know a lot of you are not going to be happy with that message, but that is what I saw, and that's what I'm going to deliver, because it's in the highest good. Any final message, please? Yeah, I can see the negative comments just like waiting for me. It's okay. I mean, it happens to all of us. I definitely get that. Final message, we have the Chariot. Just keep going. I think that either way, you're going to keep checking off these boxes. You're going to keep hitting those goals, and things are going to continue to make sense for you. Even if you feel a little bit stuck at the end of this, I think that you just need to keep going and just keep believing in yourself and the situation. But my advice to everyone is always the same thing. We do have to constantly look inward and look at our own energies and our own blockages, because that is completely related to our outer world occurrences. It's always going to be connected. Yeah, whether it starts from outside or from within, it's always going to be connected, I think. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you guys, group 3. I do hope it made sense. You can let me know below if you'd like a personal reading instead. The link is below, and I'll also leave the link for my friend is doing a discount again for the distance Reiki, and so I'll leave that below. You can check that out. Thank you, guys. And if you are new, you can subscribe if this helped you, and sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is the agate geode. So let's take a look at your energy. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, agate geode. Can you please let us know what positive thing is manifesting next for them in their lives? Thank you. Spirit, is there any starting message that we need to hear for group 4, agate? I think one of the other groups got this as their first card too, and that happened before. I think we had some matching cards, unless I'm just forgetting. But we have the Page of Pentacles, definitely a positive message there. Okay, so this is interesting to me, and this is another card that I saw. I think it was in group 2 in the very beginning. So group 4, we are seeing here some type of opportunity that is on its way to you, but similar to group 2, which you might actually be coming from group 2, because I told them to, yeah, you'll see. This 2 of Pentacles is kind of telling me that only half of you are sure of what you want to manifest, because the opportunity wants to come in. Okay, sorry. The opportunity wants to come in, and it will come in. Whatever this is, excuse me, I have my allergies today. Whatever this is, it wants to come in, But honestly, it's like hanging in the balance. And I keep pausing because I'm sneezing. And I'm not sure if that has anything to do with anything, but I just thought it was kind of funny because I keep sneezing. Um, so the Page of Pentacles is showing such a positive energy. And I'm feeling the general sense that you guys are really masterful manifestors, but I don't think you do it on purpose. I think you guys probably do what I have called reverse manifestation, kind of like when you completely let it go and just like really believe in it at your core level, at the soul level. It just happens by accident. Well, so it seems. Um, So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing half of that, and I see that again. I do think you're powerful manifestors. I just don't think you do it consciously, which is kind of like, I guess it kind of sounds like, oh man, well that sucks because I can't use my abilities. In itself, it is definitely an ability, but I think that you may have to just tune more, I guess, more at the soul level and inward, so that your mind and perhaps the ego and the confusing thoughts don't get in the way of the manifestation. Okay, so I am still seeing an opportunity. I'll let you know what that is in a moment, but the Two of Pentacles again is really giving me the impression that it doesn't quite know, like, am I going, am I gonna arrive, like it just doesn't, it's not quite settled just yet. Spirit, what is manifesting positively in their life? Next, group 4, geode or agate. There is some type of divine intervention that is relevant here, or divine influence of some sort, okay? So we have the Hierophant, we have the Death card. This is a powerful sort of a rebirth and transition energy as well that's relevant to this thing that's manifesting. Let's take a look. Spirit, can you explain to us what is manifesting positively in their lives? I mean, yes, it could be essentially your rebirth, which is part of the message. I don't think it's all of it at all. I think the question is how that rebirth is going to affect and translate into your physical world. Spirit, what is manifesting? There also could be some deeper and underlying realization that you're having here. Something where you're really becoming more in tune again with your soul and your inner child, and any of those warm and loving feelings that are within your soul, whether it's from within you or your higher self, or even from other places, such as with other soul connections or something like that. So this is really stirring within you. This is really waking up within you. And I think that you're also coming out of your shell. There was some rigidity here, or like this defensiveness, or this need to want to protect yourself. You're going to be coming out of that soon. And there's going to be so much more soft, healing, warm energy that's meant to come to you. A lot of balance and healing internally, especially from a hard shell. So that could have been, again, emotional defensiveness. It could have been, you know, being hurt earlier in life and feeling the need to develop that shell. So that's healing. Is there something physical in their physical 3D world that's manifesting, that's positive? What's coming towards them in the manifestation? Okay, whoa. Check these out. So we have the Tower, the Four of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. My goodness, what is this? So with the Four of Wands, I do see happiness, I do see joy, I see connection, I see a sense of belonging. So obviously that can mean a few different things. The Tower card, though, is making me feel like it's going to be a very big change for a lot of you. This is a positive change. This is something where you're going to feel home. You're going to feel at home. And this is something that was basically meant to happen for a while. Like, it is your destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune. I just don't know exactly how it translates for you guys, but it is a big change. So again, obviously this could be for some of you. We have a lot of variations here. So let's see what those could be. For some of you, it is just with home. It is with like physical environment. Others of you, it could even be with the people in your environment or in your life in terms of the soul connections. When we talk about feeling a sense of belonging and home, that actually could be in any area of your life. Now, try to pay attention to the areas of your life currently that you don't feel like you belong. this is what's coming towards you. So it's really going to be in different areas. This is the type of reading where we're not going to have a specific situation, okay? So wherever you don't feel or did not feel where you belong, this is coming towards you. The wheel is turning in your destiny, and it is unfolding, and it is balancing, because it's connecting with your own inner transformation and rebirth, okay? So is there anything else specific? Page of Pentacles, what is this opportunity? Seven of Cups. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands, we do see fiery movement forward. We do see excitement, passion. You may not 100% be awakened to this, but it is happening soon, even within the next, let's say, 7 days. That's a really specific number, very quick. I don't think it's 7 weeks. I don't think it's 7 months for sure. Sorry about the noise. But this is an excitement energy. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Seven of Cups that flew out? We have the Page of Cups. There, again, we're talking opportunity. Now, for going back to the message I had before for you guys, the moment that you feel excited about this or intuitive about this and it feels right to you, that's when the opportunity is going to come through, because before it wasn't sure if it needed or wanted to come through, meaning you might not have been sure. But there is something growing within your, again, in your intuition. There's some certainty, there's some feeling, there's some there's a puzzle piece that's falling into place within your gut level intuition and your soul that is making sense to you soon. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like this is this inner awakening, and it feels so exciting because you're like, man, why didn't I think of this before? Why didn't that make sense to me before? And it's like so passionate and excited. Like I can see, I don't know what it's about, but it's just like your whole life, like something is clicking into place in terms of this whole thing. Okay. They said with the Four of Cups, this may not be for all of you, but they said something like you were not ready to give in. I don't know why they phrased it like that. You were not ready to give in. What else do they need to know, please? I think here you're making a decision to be done with something, or to be done with that cycle, or to just say, I've learned whatever I need to learn here. I've done whatever I need to do here, and I'm ready to move forward and move on. Something like that. That's not this thing. That's a different thing. This was the previous energy. Can you tell us a little bit more what's positively manifesting next in their life? And so this is part of the vision of your vision, that you're seeing yourself as free. Like there's some kind of freedom here from heartache, from restriction, from doubts, from that negative energy as a whole. There is freedom from that, and like a higher vibration. There's a lack of burden. I'm feeling like you're rising above the burden that was once there. Yeah. This really is a new you that is developing here. Really beautiful, wonderful energy. And then we have self-love. This also could be relating to if you resonate with like having a soul connection with someone out there. But this is really wonderful energy. Completely new you, like I said. This is your inner child finally coming out to sing and dance and play and just enjoy the sunshine. Amazing. Sometimes I do this for group 4. I'm going to do it now. I didn't do this for the other groups, but I'm just going to get an extra message from the Child Tarot. Spirit, can we have any final messages of what is positively manifesting in their life next? Thank you. Okay, that's the Intuition card. That's the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Imagination or Cups. The Loner and the Hermit, or the Hermit. The Fool or the Game. Wow. Oh my goodness. So I guess if you want to just put this more succinctly, what is manifesting for you next, again, is your new beginning. Honestly, group 4, I think I've said this for you many, many times, but they said it again. The way that this is translating to the three-dimensional world, though, is going to look like however you need it to look. What is included with your new beginning? Is it a change of environment, traveling, moving on from what wasn't serving you, whether it's like an environmental thing, a career thing, a relationship thing, or something with your way of thinking. You're moving on from that. This is what's manifesting, like this new beginning. Here, you are also positively manifesting yourself, the alignment with yourself and your soul, your intuition and your psychic ability. This is everything. This is like a little bit of everything, group 4. Not to mention healing and balance. So this is you guys had a reading that's a little bit different from the other 3. That one was a little bit more of like, you know, a thing in their 3D, like something in their external. But here it's a mixture. Okay, so it's soul, internal, external, the soul level, the mind level. I don't even really know what else to say, but I do hope that this made sense, because I was just kind of going like just rolling forward with this. But I guess I think I'll just leave it there before I confuse myself further. But group 4, yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. Do let me know if this resonated. Again, I'm a little confused now, like I'm all confuddled. But if you guys want a personal reading, the link is below, and I'll also leave the link for my friend Michael's Reiki practice. He does distance Reiki, and he's offering a discount again for those people who click on the link through my channel. So thank you guys so much, sending you blessings. Subscribe if you feel called, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care, bye-bye.